Hello, my name is Sean Furlong, also known as Barry White by some, and I would like to introduce / welcome you to the Breezcast, your go-to blog on all things Breezac and Benway, in Sachem North's economic classroom in room D213, where I'll tell you all the things you need to know about the class this last week, and I'll make sure to speak the truth even if my voice shakes. Now with all that out of the way, let's make some money. After about a month of basics, I will now introduce the first Breezeway basic of the week. This honor goes to number 31, which states, before you buy anything, stop and think about if it's really what you need. This first basic helps you limit unnecessary spending habits by making sure what you buy is really important, because it's not your salary that makes you rich, it's really your spending habits. A man named Charles A. Jaffe said that. Not doing this could be considered a bad opportunity cost since you put money towards something you don't need when you could be buying something that you truly do require that can help you in everyday life. The missing semester of the week from last Monday is about building up your future as well as the importance of having a job during the time that you're looking for a career. The theme of this chapter prioritizes your needs over your wants, and that having any job is really better than having no job. This week in class, we learned about 3 separate economic systems: command, market, and mixed economies. We also took 2 quizzes this week, which was a little bit much, even though considering that we haven't had any other tests or quizzes before, they could have been put into one, but I'm just saying. We also finally watched the final episode of The Prophet with Marcus Lemonis. This episode was about a man who couldn't stop making t-shirts at his business Delagia in Los Angeles, California. This week also marked the first Breezecast done by yours truly, because the last 2 weeks were actually canceled for unknown reasons. Now, back to the show. A great man once said that the ends justified the means. And when it comes to these 2 student artists, in the end, the only thing you'll want to say is wow. With the dedication and passion of true artists, the first student shout out of the week goes to Nurlon Colley for his work on the logo above the classroom door and other paintings, and Alexandra Horn for her amazing work on the Deadlines Dictate logo under the "Any job is better than no job" sign near the teacher's desk. I hope that these paintings will stay up forever and that everyone will be able to see them for the rest of their time at Sachem North. Every week, our teachers, Mr. Breezak and Mr. Benway, they like to award the students who put just a little bit more effort into their work, especially anything more than that back row. Our teachers know what we're talking about. So this week's Student of the Week for Period 6 goes to Julia Barkley. We were able to set up an interview with her, but before we do that, we would like to give honorable mentions to the first 2 students of the week from Period 6, Jacob Roldan and Dan Hubbard. Good job, guys. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get the interview started. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that the recording works, and it's already going, so. Okay, what do you think you did to become the Student of the Week?
I basically just put in a lot of effort to my work, and I made sure that my work was handed in on time and with a lot of effort.
Alright, what does it mean to be Student of the Week to you?
It means that I'm appreciated for what I do in class, especially during when I do attendance, and it makes me feel like I'm actually doing a good job.
Being Student of the Week, what were you given by the teachers?
I was given Dunkin' Donuts yesterday. I was surprised. I get to sit in a cool chair and put my feet up. I get complimentary candy and pretzels, and I get kind of attention.
Alright, what do you believe someone can do to become Student of the Week?
Just put in your best effort and make sure you're handing in your work on time, and make sure you're participating and raising your hand during class, and just doing all your work.
Alright, that'll be all. Thank you. Thank you, Julia, and good job on becoming Student of the Week. I hope the Dunkin' Donuts they got you was well worth it. That's all the time we have for today. So remember, when you don't know where to go with your finances, just follow the Breezeway. This has been Barry White, aka Sean Furlong, signing out. Credits. The role of the voice actor, writer, and project manager went to myself, Sean Furlong, the incredibly talented information manager who got me everything needed to make sure that this process will be finished on time for our teachers, was none other than Kyle Paulman, our chief editor who made this sound just beautiful, Dylan Algor, and how could we forget our creators, Mr. Benway and Mr. Breezak, with honorable mentions to Nurlon Colley and Alexandra Horn as the artists of D213, Julia Barkley, the Student of the Week, and another special mention to Jacob Roldan and Dan Hubbard, the former Students of the Week.